So let's begin up with the fourth session. In this session we will try to look into one more type of transformation. Previously we saw the source qualifier transformation and expression transformation. It was very simple. Now we will see one more useful transformation, which is called as router transformation. Okay, so before we go to the transformation creation, let's just create one more table so that we can use that table in our router transformation. Okay, I'm copying this script for and name for target 1. Okay, so this is our new table, the name of commitment underscore target 1. Okay, so this is created. Now we have both. So this would be empty as this. Okay, so meanwhile what we can do is that okay, so here we saw that the new table is empty. Previously 3 tables have the records which we inserted from our previous workflow execution. So let's just go to the target and import this new target as well. So give the password, whatever it is. Okay, so I think its caps lock is on. So okay, so it's connected. New commitment underscore target 1. For example, if there are a number of tables, then you can write the table name here in this box, so it will display the table names matched to that specific criteria. Okay, so here we have got the new table, but in previous target we added 3 columns as well, so that we can use the expression transformation, but we won't increase this because our main purpose in this session would be to learn about the router transformation. So I'm removing this links. Okay, now just move it a little forward. Okay, now I am bringing the router transformation here. Okay, so what could be the router transformation doing? Let's just drop all our columns and then we can see that what it. Okay, so here is input tab, right? Okay, so router transformation, we can basically take the decision. For example, if we have number of sources and if we want our few records to be moved in one table and few records in other table, then we can make this decision in router transformation, right? So what we will do is here would be that we will taking any specific criteria from our source. Okay, so here this can be criteria that, for example, if participation percent is 1, then we can move into the first target and then rest in the second target, or whatever, if it is revolving is 0 or 1, something like this, or anything could be a criteria, or if maintenance type. So what we will do is that if participation percent is 1, then we move to commitment underscore target 1, otherwise we move to commitment underscore target. So when we come here in router transformation, we can see all the ports, right? All ports are input. And now we can create a group, right? So this is the new group. We will define the condition here, and this is the default group. So what we will do is we will write is that participation percent as 1, that is 1 and 2. Okay, so we give the criteria here, like participation percent is equal to 1. Okay, we didn't remove the cosine expression pass. Okay, apply. Now one more criteria we will be giving, move up the proof, and we will say is pp not 1. Okay, so let's apply. Okay, so now you will be able to see that these are the input port. Now we have output port. This is for the first group and this is for the second group. So let's move this thing little down so that it's come aligned to our pp not 1, right? Okay, we are moving this here. So all these ports are mapped here 1 to 1. Now we will drag and drop the other new target. Okay, we won't use any expression transformation, we will just directly connect it 1 to 1 so that we can test our transformation. Okay, so here in the working condition. Okay, so we need to change some of the workflow settings as well for this. Let's save and we will know that this is a valid transformation. Now we will refresh our mapping in workflow transformation in workflow designer, and let's just refresh it. Okay, so there was a change which now comes in, that commitment to target 1 was added. So now we see, okay, so here we see that commitment target, we defined the connection tutorial and all the settings. Now same thing we need to do with the commitment target. As we have only one connection, so by default it took connection underscore tutorial, but the rest of the things we need to set, so we will do the same. Okay, so PSQL, it will be pass underscore tutorial, and PSQL will be delete from dot commit underscore target 1, and let's apply. So this is the, and this is the router transformation. Okay, nothing we need to give in the router transformation. That's okay. If the yellow symbol, it would validate this session object again, validate the workflow, and if there is an issue, then there is a red exclamation mark pointing here at the same place. So let's just execute this transformation. What we expecting is that target 1 should have 1 row and 2 rows should be in commitment underscore target. As of now we can see that 3 rows are in the source, 3 in one of the destination, and empty is second destination. Let's see. Start workflow from task. We can see the progress here at workflow monitor. Okay, it succeeded. Right, we will see the session log later on. Let's see the database results. Okay, so here we see that 3 rows in the source. In this destination there should be 2 rows with the participation percent non-1, 2 rows participation percent non-1, but this has 3 additional fields in the destination for which we use the expression transformation. This has 1, right? So only one row, this table with all the details, right? For first 31, 1, 131, these are 228, 228 and 331, 228. Okay, let's see the session log as well, so that we can have an idea that what addition commands it performed. So here we can see that 2 pre-execution SQL, 1 delete for target, 1 delete for target, insert, 2 insert statements, 1 select statement, and then it was distributed into 2 tables, right? In first one, commitment is for target 1, applied 1, effective 1, requested 1, and for commitment target requested 2, applied 2, affected 2. So these are the summary target, and so this comes up with this session. In this session we looked up the one more much useful transformation, router transformation, for various scenarios, and we also see that what updation did we need to do in workflow for this relevant change, and we saw that the results also. So this ends up this session. In the next session we will try to look into repository manager, how to import a workflow, some folder creation and other activities. Thank you.